A wealthy man once said, "For the first 25 years of my life, I thought like a poor person, and I stayed broke. But the moment I changed my mindset, wealth started flowing in effortlessly." Sounds dramatic, right? Can simply shifting your mindset really change your financial destiny? What if the only thing standing between you and wealth is you? Hi, I'm Finn, a certified accountant who's worked with wealthy families for over a decade. And let me tell you, they don't think like the average person. And no, they weren't born that way. They choose to think differently. And so can you. There's something no one tells you about success. And it's not just about hard work. It's not even about the opportunity. It's about who you are on the inside. Your beliefs, your mindset, your emotional strength. That's the real foundation of wealth. Because money doesn't change you. It reveals you. You see, every level of success requires a new version of you. It's like climbing a staircase. You can't leap 5 steps ahead. You got to earn each one by letting go of the habits, thoughts, and limits that are holding you back. You have probably heard stories of people who came into sudden wealth, lottery winners, big inheritance, and just as quickly, they lost it all. Why? It's not bad luck. It's because their internal capacity couldn't handle the external success. They hadn't become the kind of person who could hold that level of wealth. And here's the twist. Self-made wealthy people, they might lose it all, but they usually bounce back fast. Take Donald Trump for example. Love him or hate him, he lost billions and still rebuilt it. Why? Because while he lost the money, he never lost the mindset. He was already a billionaire in his thinking. So even if you gave him just $1 million today, he'll probably feel broke because his identity has been stretched far beyond that. So ask yourself this, are you still trying to succeed with the same old thinking? The same beliefs that created the life you have now? If you're not where you want to be, maybe it's time to let go of your way, because your way has gotten you this far, but it won't take you higher. Wealth doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in your mind. And when you build yourself from the inside out, the outside will always catch up. If you want to reach the next level in your life, you've got to let go of the story that, number one, life is just happening to you. Because you are not a passenger. You're the one holding the wheel. But if you keep pretending you're not, you'll get stuck in the same place, year after year. I've seen it over and over again. People who say they want success, but deep down, they believe the world is working against them. They say, it's the economy, it's the government, it's my boss, it's my parents, it's just bad luck. They point the finger at everything, except the one thing that truly matters, and that is themselves. If you are struggling financially right now, if money feels hard, stressful, or always out of reach, then somewhere, whether you realize it or not, you are playing a part in it. Not because you are lazy, not because you are not smart, but maybe, just maybe, you have been carrying around beliefs that were never yours to begin with. Number 2, justifying, complaining, and playing small. Let me ask you something. Have you ever said, money's not that important? Or maybe, at least I'm not greedy like rich people. Or, I just want enough to be comfortable. If so, then you have unconsciously told money it's not welcome in your life. And guess what? Money listens. And don't even get me started on complaining. Every time you complain, you breathe life into the very thing you don't want. You give your power away. You feed the problem. And what you focus on, it grows. You want real change? Then stop waiting for someone to save you. No one is coming. The economy won't suddenly fix your life. A new job won't magically change your mindset. And your past, it doesn't define your future. Unless you let it. Let go of blame. Let go of justifications. Let go of small talk that makes you feel like a victim in your own story. Take it back. Take control. Start saying, I'm the creator of my success. I choose wealth. I take responsibility for my life. That's the moment everything changes. Because when you finally stop handing away your power, you realize you had it all along. Number 3, comfort and fear of growth. There's a quiet trap no one talks about. It looks harmless, feels safe, but it's the very thing holding you back from everything you want. Comfort. Wealth doesn't grow in soft, easy places. It grows in the soil of risk, discipline, and discomfort. Every rich person you admire, they didn't stumble into success by accident. They stepped into the unknown. They made decisions that kept them up all night. They invested when it felt scary. They built when others sat still. They were paid for the discomfort. So if you're watching this, something in you is searching for more, a breakthrough, a turning point. But the truth is, it's not out there. It's already within you. You just have to decide. Decide to get uncomfortable. Start by facing what most people avoid. Look at your bank account. Not just the numbers, but the habits behind it. Look at your income. Is it growing or just surviving? Your net worth, your investments, your relationship with money. Are you building or are you just getting by? Do you own your time or trade it for a paycheck? Do you manage your money or let it control you? Are you building wealth or just hoping it shows up? These questions aren't meant to shame you. They are meant to wake you up. Because clarity leads to action. And action, when repeated with intention, leads to wealth. So ask yourself, do you need to start a business? Pick up a new skill? Launch a side hustle? Start networking with people who are where you want to be? Whatever it is, do it. Even if it's uncomfortable. Comfort might feel good now, but regret will eat you alive. So trade comfort for growth. Trade fear for action. And trade your current life for the life you were born to build. It starts now. Get uncomfortable and move. Number 4, just wanting to be rich. Everybody says they want to be rich. They dream about it, they talk about it, they post quotes on Instagram, they visualize the house, the car, the freedom. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Just wanting to be rich means nothing. You probably think I sound crazy, but hear me out. There's a massive difference between wanting and committing. Wanting is easy, it's casual, it's soft, it disappears the moment things get hard. But commitment is a whole different beast. The people who actually build wealth, they're not just hoping to be rich. They have decided. They know what they want, and they want it bad. So bad it keeps them up at night. So bad they will sacrifice sleep, ego, comfort, and convenience. So bad that quitting is not an option. There are no mixed feelings in their mind. No maybe someday. No I'll try when I have time. They have chosen wealth. They have committed fully. And that's what it takes. Not wishing, not waiting, it's choosing, it's committing, it's becoming. Because this isn't a Sunday stroll in a park. It's uphill, it's intense, and it will test you again and again. You have to make sacrifices. You have to go all in. You will need that tunnel vision. You will need a mindset that says, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many times I fail, I will not stop until I get there. So ask yourself this, do you want to be rich? Or are you committed to being rich? Because one leads to wishing and the other leads to wealth. Number 5, thinking too small. Thinking small is killing your future. You know what holds most people back? It's not lack of time, not lack of money, not lack of talent. It's this one quiet, invisible killer. They think small. And you know why? Because they're scared. They're scared of looking stupid. They're scared of failing. They're scared of losing what little they already have. And here's the crazy part. Some are even more afraid of success. Because success means change. It means pressure. It means responsibility. It means stepping into a version of yourself you have never met before. And maybe, just maybe, deep down you feel unworthy of it. You feel that you're not smart enough, not capable enough, not enough. But I'm here to tell you something you need to hear. You're not here to play small. You're not born to just pay bills and survive. You're meant to lead, to create, to impact, to leave something behind that actually matters. And you don't find your worth by waiting. You find it by building it, step by step, mistake by mistake, victory by victory. When you discover your purpose and when you realize that what you carry inside can solve someone else's problem, when you finally understand the value you bring to the world, you will stop shrinking, you will stop hiding, and you will start thinking big. Because the truth is, you cannot build wealth with a small mindset. You cannot change the world by playing it safe. So stop thinking small. Your future is waiting. Number 6, focusing on obstacles. The price of wealth. Nobody talks about the price of wealth. The late nights, the doubts, the risks that make your heart race and your hands sweat. Everyone wants the reward, but most run when they see the cost. Financial success isn't free. It never was, and it never will be. There's always a price to pay. And here's the difference. The wealthy, they don't even flinch. They don't see obstacles, they see puzzles. They don't avoid risk, they calculate it. They study, they prepare, and then they leap. Because even if they fall, and even if they lose it all, they believe without a shadow of a doubt, they can rebuild it all again. Why? Because their power isn't in the money, it's in the mindset. Now look at the average person. They hesitate, they overthink, they talk themselves out of opportunity and into the comfort of procrastination. They tell themselves it's not the right time, it's too risky, too uncertain, too much. But what they don't realize is, inaction is the greatest risk of all. So if you're listening to this, hear me loud and clear. Get ready, but don't wait forever. Gather your knowledge, sharpen your instincts, and then move. Take the step, make the call, start the thing. And if you make mistakes along the way, good. That means you're growing. Adjust, refine, and keep going. Because success doesn't belong to the perfect. It belongs to the brave. What you hate, you can never become. Have you ever looked at someone driving a luxury car, wearing a designer watch, living in a house that feels like it belongs in a movie, and thought, must be nice, probably just lucky. We've all been there, but you can never become what you resent. You can never attract what you secretly hate. If deep down you despise the rich, you believe wealth is only for the greedy, the corrupt, the lucky, then you already shut the door on your own abundance. Let me tell you a story. There was a guy who called himself Cool Sester. At the time, he was just a food delivery guy. No fancy life, no expensive suits, just a phone, a bike, and big dreams. But instead of rolling his eyes every time he saw a Lamborghini, he got curious. He asked questions, he admired the success. He started stopping people on the streets and asked them about their stories and how they become where they are today. He filmed their stories, he listened, and the world listened too. Fast forward, he's now running a 7-figure media business, all because he replaced jealousy with curiosity. So here's the shift. Don't hate them, study them. Don't envy them, learn from them. Don't reject success, invite it in. Because the moment you stop seeing wealth as something other people have and start believing it's something you are allowed to have too, that's when everything starts to change. You're not too far behind. You are just one mindset shift away. Negative or unsuccessful people in your friend circle. Your circle is your ceiling. Let me tell you something that might sting a little. Sometimes the people you love the most are the ones that hold you back. Not because they're evil, not because they want you to suffer, but because your growth threatens their comfort. See, negative people don't hate your success. They hate what it reflects back at them. Your effort reminds them of their excuses. Your growth reminds them of their stagnation. So they'll mock you. They'll downplay your wins. They'll try to pull you back into the box they built for themselves. Because misery needs company. But now let me show you the other side. The wealthy, the driven, the winners. They see someone winning and they get excited. Why? Because success leaves clues. They say, if she can do it, I can do it too. They ask questions, they seek advice, and they learn. They surround themselves with people who stretch their vision, not shrink it. So look around. If you are the smartest, most ambitious, most driven person in your circle, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. You become who you spend the most time with. Your habits, your mindset, even your bank account will mirror your circle. So choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who speak life into their goals, who don't just clap when you win, but push you when you stall. People who remind you every single day what's possible, because your future depends on it. You're not alone on this journey. There's a whole world out there waiting for you to rise, waiting for you to stop shrinking to fit into the life that you have outgrown, waiting for you to break the limits that were never really yours. So if you felt stuck, if you have been searching for a sign, this is it. This is your reminder to wake up your potential, to rewrite your story, and to fight for the life you know you were meant to live. Because the next level of your life, it isn't found in more comfort. It's found in courage, in growth, in alignment, and in action. Now it's your turn. Comment below what step you're going to take to break through your life. Go out there, grow yourself, and stretch yourself, and get some wild money.